We zijn hier bij de Microsoft stand en we kijken naar Phone 7, waar een heleboel mensen over aan het praten zijn. En ik heb eigenlijk geprobeerd om een beetje met iemand te praten die wat meer weet, die zelf op het team zit, die zelf in de development zit en die ook weet wat er aan het komen gaat. Helaas kunnen we zijn gezicht niet laten zien. Dus dat is even de voorwaarde. We kunnen hem wel laten spreken. Hij geeft een demo, hij vertelt. Aan het einde vertelt hij allemaal nieuwe dingen. Maar we kunnen niet zijn gezicht laten zien. Dat hoort nou eenmaal bij de game die we hier hebben met public relations ellende. Dus ga even meekijken naar Phone 7 en ga eens even kijken wat er achter de schermen gebeurt. Of course, here in Barcelona we need to take a look at Windows Phone 7. It is the talk of the town. Nokia just joined it. And let me give you, we're going to show you a demonstration and also show some advanced features. Eric, what's the basic idea behind the user interface of Windows Phone 7?
Well, basically we created a new interface. It doesn't look like a sea of icons. We've used what we call tiles and live tiles. And this is based on what we call smart design, where we try to make the phone work the way the consumer, the way you want your phone to work, by bringing the information that's important to you up front. So as I go through my screen here, you notice some things like the People Hub here. The photographs will rotate. Those pictures are actually pictures of my friends and my family. They're not just built-in pictures that are built into the ROM. I also get notifications popping up on the screen, so I can see I have 5 new emails in my Hotmail account. The messaging one up there for text messages, you notice this little smiley face icon. As I get more messages and that counter starts counting up, he gets more excited. If I do something like if I send a message and it fails for some reason, there's a network issue and the message doesn't go through, I get a sad icon up there. So I can tell at a glance that, hey, something went wrong. I don't have to worry about why am I not getting responded to from that text that I sent.
Without going in the application, the tile basically radiates what's going on inside the application.
Exactly. It's surfacing the information that I need, that is important to me. My calendar, here on my calendar, I can see my next appointment without having to go into the calendar. Another example, this down here, is like the Weather Channel application here. I can see that right now, back home in Bellevue, it's sunny and 34 degrees without having to go into that Weather Channel application or any other weather application.
So what about the Facebook tile? It looks quite, silent and boring.
Yeah, not everything is a live tile. So the Facebook one is just access to Facebook, but it tends to be a little more of a basic program because we have the integration with Facebook on the phone. So Facebook is integrated to my People Hub, to my Pictures Hub. And
can you show me as an example?
So if I go into my People Hub here, I can pivot over in our hub and I have what's new. These are feeds that are coming down from SkyDrive and Facebook down to my phone, so I can see what's going on with my friends, my family, and so on. These are all Facebook feeds. I can interact with them, I can touch on the plus, I can participate in the conversation. I can even go to something like Jim Wilson here and dial down into Jim Wilson's feeds only. So this is all part of his contact card. So if I pivot, there's Jim's contact card. He's got his mobile number, home numbers, and so on. But I can also do things like write on wall right there from his contact card. As I pivot over, it's pulled down, the postings that Jim has made. So I'm basically looking at Jim's wall in Facebook's, for instance, or SkyDrive. Yeah. So this is
and you obviously love Facebook because Facebook is in the address book. Other apps like Twitter, can they be integrated the same way, or does Microsoft have to do that?
We pretty much have to do that. There's obviously a standalone application, so we've got a standalone Twitter application. But in our next major rev here that's coming out this fall, later in the year, we are integrating Twitter. We announced that in our keynote the other day, that we're integrating Twitter into those feeds as well. So you'll be able to tweet from there, I probably retweet, I would guess. Yeah. And you'll get your feeds down there, the tweets from your friends and maybe feeds that you're following will feed into that as well. Okay. We also get the same kind of effect in the Pictures Hub. So as I go into the Pictures Hub, I have a What's New feed here in the Pictures Hub, but it's filtered out by just pictures. So a lot of people who use Facebook, you're interested not only in the feeds that are coming down with the text, that says I'm going shopping for shoes, yeah. But some people really like to focus on the pictures that their friends are posting. Here, I'm not dealing with all the noise from the.
It's smart. It's smart by selecting that thing what you want to see.
Exactly, and I can even come over here into all my pictures, and I see all the pictures that I have on my phone. As I scroll down, I see all the pictures I have on things like Windows Live. Mm-hmm. And as I scroll down a little further, I've got the pictures from Facebook. Now these don't live on my phone, but my phone is connected to them. Mm-hmm. So just by tapping on one of these, it's pulling up all the the thumbnails from the cloud, from Facebook, and I can sit here and I can review these pictures and show my friends and my family, hey, here's some pictures of a rebuild I did on a bike. I can go down, I can comment on those shots, I can flip through them, back and forth. The performance is really good. And again, even though they don't live on my phone, as the end user, it feels like they live on my phone because it's just as easily accessible as the albums, as my camera roll are right there from my phone.
What do you do for browsing for me?
The browser, we've got basically it's pretty much version of IE 7 and 8, I think. Hybrid is what we've got. And I can go in, pull up a little website really quickly. It automatically prompts me based on the most popular sites that are being pulled up right now off of Bing.
Does it do Flash or will it do Flash?
It does not do Flash right now. We announced the browser in our next major rev is going to be IE9 based browser. So it will actually do HTML5, support all the HTML5 tagging for videos and everything.
But no Flash. So you're basically going the Apple way.
No Flash, no Flash or Silverlight support in the browser as of yet. Doesn't mean it's not coming, but it's not something that I can talk about yet.
Hey, and I hear that some of the interface is written in Silverlight.
Yeah, Silverlight is our development code. So if you're developing an application for the phone, you can either develop in Silverlight or XNA. So XNA would be where you would develop your games, and they're going to show up in the Games Hub. Your other apps like the Facebook application or the Twitter application, those are going to be developed in Silverlight.
Yeah, but the video of Silverlight is not supported in the browser, or
No, there's no Silverlight support in the browser yet.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so what else is something I wouldn't know?
And a little something different about the browser, maybe. With a lot of mobile browsers, when you pull up the web page, it's going to look like this one, right? You're going to see the whole web page, and you're going to zoom in to somewhere. And then as you pan around, you get all the checkerboards, right? You don't get any checkerboarding with ours because our browser actually renders the entire page at a time, where most other browsers, they're actually rendering one screenshot, one basically 100K block at a time. And as you pan around the screen, it re-renders and re-renders and re-renders, so you get all that checkerboard. You don't have that, so I think you get a smoother, more appealing experience in the browser without dealing
Will
with
it also reformat the text so I can read it as a column?
It doesn't reformat it to read as a column, but it'll snap to a column size.
Yeah, but if the column is wider than the screen,
it does not reformat the text. Not in this version, at least. I don't know if 9 will do that or not. I'm not sure. I haven't had a chance to play with that.
I hear you have cut and paste now in this version.
Copy and paste. Yep. So I can do a copy and paste. Let's see. I can go into Outlook here. I can pop open an email message here. I can tap and select a word. I can drag a little arrow out. It brings up a little copy icon. I can tap that. I'll just do a reply just to show pasting it back in. You notice at the top of the keyboard I have a little paste icon. So I can select that little paste icon, paste that in. And if I need to repaste the information a second time, I can simply drag my finger out, pulls that back out again, and I can paste a second time, and paste a third time, so I can paste however many times I wanted.
Okay. Can it remember multiple cuts from copies from the previous time? So can I have 2 or 3 or 4 copy buffers?
No, there's a single clipboard as far as I understand. Okay. So there's only one that you can work with. Okay. Another thing that we've done here is changed up how our marketplace search works in our first update that's coming here in a couple weeks. So currently, if you do a marketplace search, it's going to give you results for everything. If I search for Amazon here, I'll do it from the overall marketplace. Now, marketplace covers applications, games, and music. So it's the whole gamut. So at the top level, if I do a search for Amazon, it's going to bring up artists, it's going to bring up songs, it's going to bring up applications. I'm going to get a little bit of everything. Yeah. So if I dig in, though, to say applications, and then I do a market search, you notice at the top it says apps and game search. So I can go back and do an Amazon search now, and it's going to filter out and just give me applications. I don't have to deal with filtering or with trying to sift through.
Seems very logical and very necessary. And now that you have more than 8,000, you have 8,000 apps now at the moment, huh?
I think I was told today that we have over 8,500 now. So we had over 8,000.
So 10,000 will be soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've got 100 to 120 a day are being added to the marketplace.
And also, is there a number of how many downloads you have of apps per day?
I do not know that information. I don't know how many apps per day are being downloaded off the marketplace.
Okay. Is there already payments? Can you pay? Can I pay for apps?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of the applications are, people are making money off of them. Okay. So you can download the tools. All the tools to develop applications, Silverlight or XNA, however you want to do it, are available for free.
And you support credit cards. Do you also support PayPal?
Not right now. There's no PayPal solution in.
So I need to type in my credit card.
What you do is you create a Windows Live ID. When you put your Windows Live ID in your phone, you automatically have a credit card associated with that if you want to on the back end, and then it's going to bill through that automatically. Or with some carriers, like for myself in the U.S. with AT&T, it bills through the credit, or through, through my mobile operator.
All right. Do you have a nice game or some interesting application which I don't know?
I don't know. Let me see if I can. I've got some games here on this one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So, switching phones because this one's got different things loaded on it. We've got some fun things like let's go to Xbox Live Extras. This is a nice one because it actually brings my avatar to life and brings more information to me from my Xbox Live. So I can go in here. It's going to pull up an avatar. I'm not sure whose phone I grabbed, so it may not be a male avatar. It may be Emily's, so we'll let it sign in. Our wireless is a little bit sluggish here.
Do you have to pay twice for the games? If you have paid the Xbox game and you want to also have the same game on phone 7, do you have to pay for it again?
It's a completely different platform, so yeah, you'd be buying one both ways. So now you notice that the avatar is three-dimensional. I can tap on him, and he can get excited or sad, stuff like that. I can give him a shake and he falls down. So it's connected to the accelerometer. I can go in and enter the closet, and I can change his hair, I can change his clothes. People like to do that kind of stuff. So I have full access to that, and that's all going to write back to how my avatar looks when I get back home on my Xbox. Or I can swing up over here, and I can see achievements that I've gotten in the games that I've played. I can come over here and see friends that might be online or offline on Xbox. I can check and see messages that people might have sent me, game invites. Somebody might want to play a game of Halo with me. Or I can come back over here to my profile. I can even check on my friends, so I can say, I want to check and compare what my friend's avatar looks like, maybe the games that they've been playing. It's going to pull that information down for me too. Same kind of stuff I can get on my Xbox. When I look at things, I can check out their profile. Yeah.
Cool. Do you have a nice game for me? And is it easy to play the games with people in the Xbox at the same time?
There is no ability to play a game with somebody on the Xbox at the same time currently. That's something that we're going to be working for in the future. Our initial shot was, we wanted to tie the phone to Xbox Live initially. So when I earn achievements, when I earn gamer points, gamer scores, the information that's up there for my avatar, things like that, are going to come down to the phone or be able to be pushed back up to
But
the
in
Xbox.
the future we'll have maybe Xbox and phone 7 gaming at the same time.
Yeah, the goal is down the road, you bet, to be able to have me be able to compete in maybe a racing game. I'm driving a car or
But can I play somebody else with a phone 7 with the same game?
That's also coming. Right now,
Future. Okay.
We can do turn-based games, and then it'll be working towards being able to play real time against somebody else. So maybe a game like Elo Milo here, which is a live game, might turn into a game where I could play Elo and you could play Milo simultaneously, or we could do turn-based. But this is a nice three-dimensional game. It's actually up for an award here at the show. I'll skip that, and it's going to load up the first level. The first level is really easy. I've gotten through about 3 screens with the levels on it so far, and it gets really, really difficult after a while. But it's a nice three-dimensional game to set up. It kind of pivots around. And what I can do is object is to get Elo to Milo. So it sounds kind of simple. It's like, okay, I just run around here and go across it. But what happens is it's three-dimensional, so it gets harder and harder. You end up having little sections where you can drop extra blocks in, pick up blocks, move them around. You walk over it, the whole maze rotates over. So you're actually on one side of the maze, Milo's on the other side of the maze. You're trying to get them together.
I can see it.
Things.
Is this difficult? Is this using a lot of power from the processor?
I do not know how much power it's using at all, but it's a really nice three-dimensional game. Got them together, they're happy, they do a little dance. And I get to move on to the next level.
Okay, one question. Can you use...
Unlocked an achievement, so that's
the
new gamer score. Got some more points, that's going to push up to my Xbox, right? There's bragging rights for me as a
Great.
gamer.
Hey, does the phone 7, can it run for a day? Can you do internet phoning and everything for a day?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I use my phone constantly. Like at a show like this, my laptop is back at the hotel. I live on my phone all day long, and I easily go an entire day on my phone. I have to charge it at night. I'm not going to make it through 2 days.
How long have you been involved with development of phone 7?
I've been on the phone team for almost 4 years.
And you've worked on this phone 7 for 4 years?
No. I've been on the phone team for up to 4 years.
But when did you start working on phone 7?
I started dealing with Windows Phone 7 probably about December of 2009, and then we rolled it out. We showed it here, last year at Windows Mobile Congress. We revealed it, and ever since then.
How happy are you with the progress?
I think it's an amazing product. It's phenomenal, and the speed at which we're moving forward with things is phenomenal. It's faster than anybody else has gotten from point A to point B right now. So we're being compared a lot to, this is the first version of the phone, and they're comparing us a lot to the 4th or the 5th rev of some other products out there. We'll be up to, if you're trying to do an apples to apples comparison from one product to another, we're going to be probably close to 100% apples to apples comparison in a year, maybe a tad over a year. We'll be pretty close to an apples-to-apples comparison, which what took other people 4 or 5 revs to get to. And then some of the stuff that we're coming out on with us, we gave a test, or not a little taste of what the next major release here in this fall is going to look like when it comes to HTML5 in the browser, expanding the SkyDrive support to for documents sharing up in the cloud, as well as a multitasking and instant application resume. So those are just, literally, those are just a tiny fraction of all the new stuff that's coming to Windows Phone 7. So
you have full confidence that Nokia made a good choice?
Oh, absolutely. I'm ecstatic about the Nokia decision. We're going to get a lot of amazing products from them. Between the phones, their mapping solutions, and all the other stuff that they have, their cameras that they put on the phones. Just amazing stuff there. So, it's just another great addition to all the other awesome partners that we have out there with HTC, Samsung, LG, and Dell. So, adding Nokia to the group is just another way for us to get more phones out into the market, and it's going to keep getting more people on board developing the product, developing applications, and so on. But where it's going,
next year will be a good year to stand here.
Absolutely. This fall, the product drop has some stuff in it that nobody has ever thought of putting on a phone or could do on a phone could do, and it's going to blow some people away. It's really going to be mind-blowing what's out there.
Thank you very much. Toen Microsoft met Vista kwam, was ik weg. Ik was er echt helemaal klaar mee en ik heb toen eigenlijk alle producten van Microsoft de deur uitgedaan. Maar Phone 7 is mooi. Phone 7 is makkelijk te bedienen, is elegant, ziet er prachtig uit. En alle grote fabrikanten werken mee. Nokia heeft zich aangesloten. Binnen een jaar zullen we zien of gewoon Phone 7 een succes is. Dus volgende keer als we weer terugkomen, dan zien we dit. Maar ik vind het heel mooi.